Hey guys, thanks for joining us here in the charts. You tune into the Market Beast Dish. Fellow compadre de speak. Welcome back to another episode of the Napoleon Macro Show. What we're going to do in this video is take a look at a very specific range. We're going to pull up our original lines on the chart. As I think, correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section, we were one of the only channels who called for a sub $14 Sofi. We nailed that call to the wall. And now what we're going to do is understand that Sofi has a very intense obligation from the buyers, that is, and we're going to explore that range in this video. We have the original lines up, guys, so be patient with me. This will be a long video. So welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, we only explore price action. Welcome in all of our new subscribers. Let's go ahead and dive right into the charts here. So today's January the 20th, 2022, and the current price of Sofi is going to be $14.23. Sorry, today is January the 21st. Sorry, guys. $14.24, slightly negative 5% for the day. Okay. All right, guys, the markets are open. Hopefully you guys are doing awesome out there, protecting your portfolios. Here's the original lines. Let's pull the weekly candles, see if we can make sense of this. So just to kind of show you guys if you're new, yes, the 1362 level was our price prediction, simply based on interesting analysis, just candlesticks and lines, if you know. Okay, I don't know what this company does. I heard they're doing something cool. All right, so let's pull up the range. All right, so right off the bat, remember, guys, this is kind of freestyle, right? Right about here, right here. Okay, so Sofi, this range right here. Okay, so the reason that I'm saying that Sofi has a very intense obligation, and it had better not take more than 2 weeks, all right, because the buyers have shown up. There has been a lot of volume. Let me pull up the volume. You see that volume? That is the most volume to ever be exchanged in the history in 1 week's time in the Sofi market. Okay, so far there's almost 600 million shares have been exchanged in this current week that we're approaching a close on. So one may say, okay, Napoleon, isn't that good? Yes, and maybe not so good if the buyers do not follow through. Now, let me just give you the range. Let's erase the volume, clean the chart. So basically, this range here, guys, is going to be in between 1384 up to 1488. Let me just point it out for you. This little range that I just put in the chart here, range here. Okay. So basically, what must happen, not maybe, or we can do this, maybe this can happen. No, guys, serious. The buyers have to seriously maintain support above 1381 at a minimum case scenario, and they must close the next weekly candle. I would prefer that the buyers clear this whole range next week with a green candle and then use it as support. Now, if that happens, the buyers cannot waste any time. They must tear to the upside and make a new high. Okay, a new high would be up here. Okay, a new high is at $23. Keep in mind, if you're new here, we only focus on support, resistance, and patterns. I don't necessarily have a pattern, but what I do know is this market is making lower lows and lower highs. Okay, that was the highest point. Okay, down, low, up, lower high, down, lower, low, up, lower high, or kind of a double top, down, lower, low. So this means, very simple, that Sofi must make a new high. I'd prefer for it to happen in less than, let me see if I can get a measurement here. So the only thing I do is measure how much time it took for it to go down. Okay, so that's going to be that little range right there. This is getting kind of weird, guys. Pardon all the lines. 56 days. So that means in half the time, Sofi needs to make a new high in order to show that there is relentless buyers in this market. If it does not happen in half the time, I would be skeptical about what is truly going on in the Sofi market. And this is not, I wish I would have posted this video when it was actually on an update, because, I don't really like I'm not necessarily sounding bearish. I'm just explaining what must happen in the charts in terms of the price gestures in order to show relentless financial strength. This market is making lower lows and lower highs. So that leads me to believe that naturally the market will continue to do that, make lower lows and lower highs. We are near the lows, the kind of you got a low here, and a low here, right? It went all the way down to like $12, sub $12. So if this relative range, no, guys, hang on. This is the range, guys. Let's close this video out. This is the range. Weekly candles. If you're heavily invested in SoFi, and you truly want to just how to have a basic understanding of what's going on, I'll give you the range again. $13.83 up to $14.91-ish. What you want to see is a weekly candle. Let me just kind of, because I'm not sure if everyone is like truly advanced with this stuff. I'm not advanced, guys. I'm a total noob to this, okay? But I want to show you what you want to look for. You see this little candle right here? You want to see a full candle's body clear this entire range. All right, let me see if I can color it up. Sorry, guys, like super unorganized video. Just like that, something like that. You want to see the next weekly candle clear this range. And moving forward, so that means next week, the price cannot stop here. It cannot stop because that's a lot of volume, okay? It must break through this range. And it must use the top level as support, not down, no, the top level, which is at 14, like let's call it $15. So that is what SoFi must do next week. There is no exceptions. If I'm wrong about this, this is a documented video. If you have something else that you're looking at over on your end, I would love to exchange ideas with you down in the comment section. But this is basically what I found in the SoFi market. And the SoFi buyers, they got to make a new high. I would say, I realize I said in half the time in 58 days, but if they can at least take 58 days from this close of this weekly candle, then that would show an equivalent amount of strength in terms of the impulse leg to the downside, if that makes sense, right? Went down 56 days, right? Okay, so if that's the sellers, if that's the amount of strength that they've put in the market, now the buyers need to make an equivalent or much more aggressive move to the upside, and it must clear $25, actually higher. It needs to show that there's some sort of serious buyers here. I don't see any serious buyers. I just see a market that is under an immense amount of sell pressure that will not stop until the market makes a new high and uses that new high as support. This is not a bearish video. This is not a bullish video. It is a video that I don't think many people truly understand how to explain the story behind price action. And this is exactly what it is in the buyer's best interest to clear this range next week, not the following week. All right. That was a pretty intense video. Hopefully you guys are able to listen to the end and you enjoyed that. So if you don't mind saying it, hopefully we're clear about what exactly needs to happen next week. All right. And if you don't mind supporting the channel before you go by leaving an appropriate thumb, I would truly appreciate it just below the video if you enjoyed the content, and leave a comment so that the YouTube algorithm can promote the video on the channel. Thank you for your support. If you guys are new, we also explored the alternative markets. If you're into Bitcoin and altcoins, you can kindly subscribe with us, hit the bell, and we'll send that out to you momentarily. Welcome in. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your time. Remember to always have a strategy. Please please protect your portfolios out there. I haven't been saying that a lot, but you have to protect your portfolios out there, guys, and you must have a strategy by doing so, okay? Keep that positive energy flowing. We'll talk soon, and bye for now.